Welcome to Era Forbidden. Era Forbidden is set in a post-apocalyptic world where angels and demons have brought their fight to our planet. The war decimated civilization. There was a roughly modern civilization, and it was completely annihilated by these angels and demons. They are constantly fighting, and the only hope that humanity has to avoid being stepped on, basically, by these two huge forces which are greater than anything that we can muster. The only chance that humanity has is the Forbidden. The Forbidden are individuals, humans, who touched weapons that are from the angels or from the demons. They're known as remnants. They could be weapons or they could be other magical items, and they get bound to your soul. So in this session, we've got 3 characters. Era Forbidden focuses on very small groups. 3 is about the maximum number of people that I would want in the group. It's better with 1 or 2 people. So we've got Adam, who is a forbidden hero, who's maybe a little bit full of himself. He uses a remnant called the Dagger Chain, which is literally a long chain of barbed sort of links. Which can be used as a sort of a medium-range weapon. It can even be used to swing or climb objects. It's kind of spring-loaded, so you sort of fire it and then you can climb up it or whatever. With him, we have his apprentice, so a fairly newly minted Forbidden. A fairly newly minted Forbidden who is Judith. And Judith has a very low level of experience in all of these forbidden things. Maybe she's been indirectly saved by one a couple of times, but she's not been one for very long at all. Her ability comes from her Boots of Mist. She is capable of moving through objects that are up to 1 meter thick. Just go straight through them. And you can avoid damage if you've not acted this round. So you can avoid a small amount of damage being taken if you don't do anything. She's a brawler, and she likes to read old books from before the fall of civilization. Finally, coming in a little bit later, we've got Stephen, who used to be some kind of hero. But he's now very badly thought of. He's thought of as a pariah. And there are very negative reactions to him if anyone recognises him. So he's got to watch out, really. He uses a weapon called Chains of the Abyss. So he's a demonic Forbidden. It doesn't make that much difference one way or the other, whether you are angelic or demonic. Either way, the angels don't like you and see you as a threat and want to kill you. And the demons will also see you as a threat and want to kill you, whether you are angelic or demonic. Stephen is known as the Destroyer, and his Chains of the Abyss are a very fast-moving, double-handed weapon. They do a lot of damage, and they can set things on fire when they come into contact with them. But we're going to start with Adam and Judith. Because Adam and Judith, you are travelling between, Forbidden travel around a lot. They don't stay in one place. They go to a variety of different locations to try and fight to protect the humans. I should say, there's no real hope of defeating the demons or the angels. You're hopelessly outmatched. What you're trying to do is stop humans from getting crushed under their boots. The demons will feed on humans and equally on Forbidden, and the angels just don't care. So, you two are moving around, and as you travel, you're going to arrive at a battle that's over. Okay? And I'm going to allow Adam to roll me a Wits and Investigation with a 7 threshold. Intelligence and Investigation with a 7 threshold, please. And one more time. I'm going to allow Adam to roll me an intelligence and investigation with a 7 threshold, and I'm going to allow Judith to roll me an intelligence and investigation with a 9 threshold, because you are inexperienced in such matters.
2 successes.
5.
So, Judith, with 2 successes, you are able to find that, there's clearly been an angels versus demon thing going on here. Loads of angel heads on pikes, so you figure that probably the angels lost. With 5 successes, Adam, you're able to get a bit more nuance. There was apparently a demon horde moving through, and the angels ambushed them. They took out quite a lot of demons, and there are a lot more dead demons than there are dead angels. A lot more. Like 10 times more. So, your guess would be that the other angels probably retreated after doing a raid, that they were reasonably happy with.
Mm-hmm.
You lose people in war, it happens. Additionally, with 5 successes, your eye is going to be drawn to a couple of angels who seem to still be alive. Right? One of them is an angel champion. Bigger, stronger, likely to know more, tougher. One of them is going to be just a normal angel soldier. You're going to have time to question one of them, and the angel champion is going to be harder to get something out of, but you might get better stuff. Which one would you like to go for? Equally, Judith, you feel free to contribute to the choice, but remember you are the apprentice to the master.
I'm pretty cocky, so I'm going to go for the champion. Right.
Adam, you're just going to kind of beckon Judith and sort of then just sort of stride towards the champion, because you're totally full of yourself, is your quirk. Okay, so the champion is impaled on the claws of a dead berserker. Berserkers are very big demons, so it's lying on its back, but the champion is actually impaled on the claws of one arm. It's gone through his chest in various places. He's dying.
Ouch.
But he's going to shift and look at you as you approach. Forbidden scum.
Well, champion, what happened to you?
He's gonna... Oh, hang on. He's gonna try. Let's see. He's going to spit on the ground. Not very angelic behaviour. Scum. All of you forbidden scum.
You already said that, though. So what happened?
I will not lower myself to speak with you.
What are we forbidden doing in relation to angels, and why?
Angels consider you anathema.
Okay.
For a human to take angelic weapons and use them is not allowed, and the angels will target you on a battlefield secondary to demons. They won't kill humans deliberately, they just don't care. There's no reason for them to kill humans, they're no threat. You're actually a threat, and you've chosen to become a threat, and you fight angels with their own weapons. They're not happy about this.
Yeah, I can imagine.
A lot of Forbidden take the remnants to try and survive a demonic assault or even an angelic action that's going to affect humans. So they take the weapons and try to defend humans. Others take them to survive when they're otherwise mortally wounded. There are often very good reasons why a human would do that, but the angels consider it complete anathema. It's not okay. So you're going to have to persuade him, intimidate him. You're going to have to do something that makes him want to talk to you.
Persuasion, I think.
Judith, if you want to participate, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Adam speak his persuasion first, and then you can build on it.
Okay.
Okay, so Adam, you go ahead and tell me what you're going to say.
Okay, I know you hate me, but we're just trying to survive here, and so are you. I've seen you made an assault on the demon camp, which we're grateful for, but we're trying to survive. We're not trying to have fight you. What's happening here? Do we have to flee?
Okay, Judith, how do you want to build on that?
I'll say you've obviously been in a fight. I can see that much. I've got Metsu.
So you'll offer to heal him, will you, or
If I can heal him, I can attempt to patch him up.
even without actually examining him closely, he ain't living.
Right.
And if he did, he'd probably try to kill you.
But in that case, I won't, yeah? Yeah, you obviously attacked the big demon camp, and you made a big hole in them. But judging by the fact that the battle is now over and you haven't won, they're still around. So where are they heading? And is humanity in danger?
You were doing well up until you told him that he hadn't won. Oh dear. Judith, you're going to have an 8 threshold. Roll me a charisma persuasion. And Adam, you're going to have a 7 threshold. Roll me a charisma persuasion. I think that's generous, but I'm a generous kind of guy.
Just 1.
None.
Nothing. Oh dear. You didn't get any 1s, did you, Judith?
No.
Cool. If you get more 1s than successes, I need to know. Like, if you have 0 successes and some 1s. Oh, wow. Like this, actually, for example. He fumbled his defense to your persuasion. So, he is going to say... You're all gonna die. They're going for the settlement that way, and we took out but a fraction of that horde. Every human there is gonna die, and I hope that you go there to try to save them, because then you'll die too. That's all that's deserved.
I'll finish him.
Okay, that's going to be a coup de grace. Yeah, you don't need to roll for that. You take your dagger chain and you wrap it around his neck and pull, and his head gets cut off.
Cool.
That's the easiest way and most sure way of killing an angel or demon. Cut their head off.
So given that there's all these bodies around, is there other angel and demon kit?
Right, that's a good question. However, there is another piece of lore that you would know, having 3 lore. Until you are powerful enough to have mastered your current remnant, to pick up a second remnant would kill you.
Right.
It's generally considered a very bad idea. No human ever has survived having more than 3 remnants. And that was only very, very experienced. Like, even Adam is not anywhere near experienced enough to even take a second remnant yet.
Right.
In mechanical terms, when you're level 5, you can pick up a second remnant when you have the opportunity. There's definitely a certain level of sort of competence that you need to have if you want to survive that. Not only that, you need to have mastered your current remnant to take on a new one, or your soul gets stretched. There is probably a lot of angel and demon kit lying around. I wouldn't advise you touch any of it. That's up to you. I mean, if you want out of the game, now's a good time.
Can we collect items without touching it and take it to the settlement to arm the settlement?
I think that is going to be unfeasible.
Okay.
I understand where you're coming from, and it's a clever idea. I should also say that not everyone survives touching a remnant. You know, it's not 100%. But maybe if you could bring a whole bunch of humans here, maybe?
Yeah, okay.
But I like your thinking. I do, I have to admit. So, roll me an intelligence and lore, both of you. Same threshold, 7.
And you said lore, right? So I think it's going to be luck for me.
Oh yes, intelligence and luck for Adam. You're not much for books. But I'm going to give you a 9 threshold, I think, actually.
So that's 1 success.
Okay. Judith?
2 successes and 1 1.
Okay, that's fine. So 2 successes and 1 success. So, Adam, you are very aware that demon hordes don't move very quickly. They tend to have infighting. Up to like a quarter of a horde will wipe itself out just from the demons fighting amongst themselves. Judith, with 2 successes, you are going to know that for a horde to be drawn to a human settlement in the way that these seem to be is kind of unusual. It wouldn't be a normal thing, and it makes you suspicious that there may be a mimic among the people in this settlement, because demons will be drawn to each other.
So they get drawn to the settlement because the mimic has said, come here, or...
Something like that. They have a connection that no one, forbidden or human, entirely understands.
Right.
As indeed you feel a connection to these angels. Maybe it's even what brought you here. You know, like, you can never be entirely sure if you happened across this because of being drawn to the angels.
Okay.
So, you haven't actually explicitly said, but I'm assuming that you're going to go and try and rescue these people, because that's what Forbidden do.
Well, let's try to let them run, right? Because they can outrun the horde.
You can outrun the horde, yes. And hopefully they will be able to as well. Well, maybe if you can find the mimic, identify them, and get rid of them, then the horde will never find them, because they'll leave, and the mimic will be dead. Right?
Right. So what's a mimic, sorry?
It's a demon. They don't always look like that. They look like humans, so they're capable of looking like humans, right? And they'll hide among human colonies. And remember that demons use humans as a food source, so I'm sure you can imagine why they hide among colonies. I'm sure you can also imagine that probably they don't keep a very low profile.
Yeah.
For very long.
So we're trying to find a murderer, basically. Probably someone who's probably eaten some human.
Maybe.
Okay. Oh, well, we'll figure out.
Humans don't particularly like Forbidden in general anyway. Like, they find you a bit weird. You've grown to sort of 7 to 8 foot tall. You're large and often unusually proportioned. So, Judith, you probably have very large legs and muscled legs and feet because of the remnant, which affects you more locally.
Right.
Adam, you're probably very, very kind of muscly and very broad in the shoulders because of your dagger chain that's attached to you.
All right.
Slightly tangential question. Angels and demons, is their blood red?
Angel blood is certainly red. Demon blood I haven't actually done an image of, so I don't know. Probably.
I was just wondering, because if you get to the settlement, the easiest way might be to just give everybody a little cut on their finger. And if one of them is black...
Yeah, unfortunately not. No, their blood is red.
Right.
So, you are... you're going to head for that human settlement.
Yeah, might as well.
Become forbidden.